Alright. Back again. More Hissho One City Challenge. We are going to be continuing our wave of sterilization spreading across the galaxy. So we've got some Unfallen here. We will happily battle. Oh yeah. Smashing through these guys. Oh, we have some guys to level up here. I guess we'll just do that one. And then you've reached level 2. Yay, now you can start being a little bit useful. Do we want to do movement speed or astronauts? We're going to do actually move speed first because you're mostly operating on star lanes right now. Alright, and we've got a pile of storks. And our manpower production is really good right now. Oh, we've got some new curiosities opening up as well. Am I right in thinking? Yes. So let's actually do this n-dimensional folding first. Because, first of all, this F Reality Institute is just a giantly good, massively good thing. Yeah, I don't think we really need low Kelvin sciences, although I do like a Q fleet accelerator. And then before we do this, shush, 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 shush. Oh, Galactic Imperials? I'm interested to see what's going on there. Alright, so before we do anything here, I want to just look at our armor, and we can actually add some health and damage here for not too much, since we're getting a lot of those guys. Alright, so now we can move all of our troops. Very good. And let's do our Econ Behemoths first. We'll get the purple stuff here. And then there's that cloaked ship up here, so I'm just gonna have those guys hang out for a second. And we're going to try to get... Yeah, so there's probably some quest associated with that, isn't there? Alright, well, we'll figure that out in a little bit. You look like an Econ Behemoth. With gas planets. Okay. And then our last behemoth is right here. Nice. A couple more Arctics, which means more science. Mo science, mo fasta. And I suppose we can go down first. There, I'm going to skip over Jovanus. It's not worth our time to get over there. Okay. Now, let's see. This is our new Hissho hero. Let's figure out Chapter 3. Alright. So, here weakest attack, order must grow. Right. We are in the officer academies and the martial arts schools, the classrooms. Those who support and emulate the Blood Sisters flourish and grow, and our enemies have been caught off guard. In our society, lack of vigilance can be immortal. So we got our manpower boost, and we got advanced game theory, which gives us the Planet Destroyer module. Alright. And then a new quest came up. I'm not sure if I view this as an act of treachery or desperation, or both. The ship the reformers ride was not built in a Hissho factory. They are turning to outside forces to overthrow our emperor, turn from the sun god, and modernize our nation. Though I am stunned that any true Hissho would rely on alien powers to attack their own kind, my outrage must be put aside for the moment. First and foremost, the fleet must be stopped. They strike, we strike back. Destroy the attacking fleet, but beware the flagship. And we would get Behemoth Overdrive, which is... okay. Okay. This doesn't seem too bad, although they came out of this Stadaris place and killed some of our mines. You know how I don't like having my mines destroyed. So we'll get to that in a second. Let's first handle our nice little invasions. Ah. Lovely. Oh, you know what? What we can do here, actually, at 100k, is, since these guys would get smushed by this military behemoth, we can actually retreat. Save those little ships for what that's worth. And then get our K from all these systems we're about to raise. And isn't there one more? Here we are. Phaeton. Perfect. Okie dokie. So now we've done our Econ Behemoth stuff. Let's take a look at our wars. So we've got some consolidation here. It looks like they only have 2 places left. We might be able to take them out this turn. Making sure we can make it there. Alright, so let's have you, my friend, fight it out. And then you can head out here. Oh, there's actually quite a few fleets in that zone. Bring the behemoth over first. Which is getting a little outdated, I have to say. Target this guy. Alright, so he's running away. Now we can just attack should we want to, or invade should we want to. So we can leave our traditional 3 sentinels there. These ships coming in, 31 ships. We can take our sentinels, which are 3,000. Yeah, so they can actually wipe these pirates fairly easily. So this is just missile overload, right? The missile overload is not a bad strategy. And then our friend here can just plop 3,000 troops. Oh, they had one tank left. Otherwise we could have killed them this turn. How disappointing. And then you, my friend, you're becoming quite a force in your own right. This one fleet is doing a lot of work on its own. Alright, so we want this group. Alright, and they are welcome to escape if that is their choice. We'll blitz ourselves in. Alrighty. So that's our war on that side. Now let's go check in with the war on this side. So that's going to start out with the Sophons here. So 8,000. Yeah, so these are just the Storks. 1,000. Alright, so you, my friends. That's a big fleet. But they decided to just run. So be it. Oh, I have no manpower on that fleet. With this one, 2,000. Okay. Oh, and sentinels. I'm going to need. I found some sentinels. Why don't we take 10, break them off. I guess that's 8. Break them off and send them this way. And the other 11 will head up towards the Unfallen. Okay, and then we're going to bring in the Storks here. And drop as many guys as we can. It would be worthwhile, actually, for us to separate out some of these Storks in these low manpower fleets. Because we just need them to get more people kind of powered up in there. Alright, so now we've also got a fleet here, do we? Oh, that's the Stork fleet. Okay. A Stork fleet that's currently powering up a little bit. So what I'm looking for here is I want to get my peregrines, excuse me, which regrettably all look the same, to start thinking about the additional curiosities that we can unlock. Right, some extra science per system level, happy to see that. And then we're going to actually create a boatload of new peregrines. And yeah, we've got all these Storks coming. I'm gonna revisit our kites really quick. So these now are at double missile with the impervious gear. Which I think is fine still. Yeah. And then I'm going to see if we can modify our hawk. Do we have a third We do. Okay. So I can modify the Hawks to get a third ram scoop. Or, wait, this is 5. I think it makes sense to actually, with 3, now that we can do the 5 movement points, I think it makes sense to actually, yes, add an extra 2 movement there. Let me do the math on that really quick, actually. So the question is, very simply, is, so in this scenario, we have 11 movement times 0.75%, right? Because we're getting 25% from each. So 11 times 1.75, which is 19.25. And then the alternative scenario here, you've got 13 times 1.5, which is 19.5. So you actually do move a little bit faster with this setup if there are no other bonuses. No other bonuses. However, considering that we do expect some overall bonuses to the fleets coming in eventually, I'm going to take the 0.25% slower movement, because even one additional boost of fleet-wide help is better for this. And we already have multiple other groups that are with the 3 ram scoops. And so we're going to keep on going with triple ram scoop. I'm going to do this one for our Kestrel. And we're going to go with more. Oh no. I do like the 1-in-1 here. Good. Okay. So yeah, let's make a few new fleets then. We've got our Storks and some Peregrines. So now let's go and start making some speed fleets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us to 12. And then we need 9 more. 3 Kestrels. 6 Hawks. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 Kestrels. And that's all the space that we can fill in, which will get us all the way out 3 turns from now. Oh, but speaking of which, we can actually also upgrade our places to Terran or Forests. We're going to do Terrans because they have slightly more. We'll just mix it up, actually. We'll do 2 Terrans and 1 Forest. And I feel a little bit silly here, but so be it. Luckily, the scrolling seems pretty fast, and you can't shift click these terraforms to the front of the queue, regrettably. But it's all okay. All right, so that'll boost our population up another 3, which I am enthusiastic about. Our check-in, we're at 16,000 science a turn now. Not bad for turn 73. Invading there. Invading there. And now, yeah, you've got the potential for some Stork 2s. We'll grab another Curiosity here as long as it's available. Benthic Gems. Okay. It's a new one for us. And they can't move all the way out there, so we'll just sit tight for one more turn. There's also a whole squad of Sentinels coming in. I wish we should have dropped some off back there. But that's okay. More guys are coming up, and we're gonna be fine. So then these Storks. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on the west front, so we're gonna go on the north front here. 2 fleets are going to come in and fight the remnants. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're actually going to take ourselves up to there. Behemoths. We would need 2 more technologies to unlock a new behemoth, or have a good hero on the our Senate. Speaking of which, it's probably not dumb for us to install this new Hissho industrialist hero, who's also a guardian, so he actually has a lot of the same characteristics as our boss guy, and install him on the system. Simple rationale here is that we can just build him up to get a lot of the major benefits of the group, and hopefully he'll take over as the senator. Okay. So we've got a peregrine here. I see 1 curiosity over there. Alright, we're gonna go chase that then. And now let's start looking at what we've got. So 20% converted into gold, and greatly increases industrialist political ideology. Sure. Destroy the behemoth. Yes. And it's targeting Imnos, so it's going to be coming our way. 300 titanium, you say, for a short peace treaty? I think that's with the Hissho and the Unfallen, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of dig it. I'll take 300 titanium. That's a huge limiting factor for me right now. Oh, wait. Oh. Negotiated contract is no longer valid. Okay. Senya. Happy to have you, Senya. Another series of things that we did there. All looking good. We'll boost our house there again. And, yeah, I think we're reasonably set to go. Okay. I see a couple of curiosities up here. Did you explore those? Ah, you have a little probe, so you can take a peek into what's in there. More of these benthic gems. Very cool. Yes, I do know you're on site. For this turn, that's going to be okay. And then our hacking operations seem to all be fine as well. Move into the next turn. So we've got a bunch more 4 invasions to do. I wish I could. How does this do? Okay. So Riftborn and Vaulters created an alliance with each other. You know what? I want to actually have that not jump up right at the beginning. Ignore this one, so we can have a fewer pop-ups right as things start. Because I want to spend my K when possible first. Alright, so now we've got our 3 Terrans. Hoorah. We should definitely be sacrificing a population for plus 50% gold. That seems like a worthwhile thing to be doing. We're going to upgrade our heroes that are able to be upgraded. Level 7. This guy's moving up in the world. Level 6 already. Excellent job, Senya. I guess we'll go for the Senate abilities, because that's kind of what she's being groomed for. Empire eliminated. Lumeris are gone. Bye-bye. Alright, that was a good first one to get rid of. Now we have n-dimensional folding, so we're almost there. 2 more turns. We're up to 18,000 science per turn. Okay, so this is our fast fleet, which is at 11. Unfortunately, this dude would be a good captain there. He actually slows the fleet down slightly, but speeds it up outside of star lanes. So that seems like a pretty good one to go chase that fleet over here. I guess it is a lot of storks. We can send some sentinels along with him. Okay, we'll figure that out. Still think it's not a bad move. And here we've got this peregrine. Take a look at the curiosities. Move along. Oh, what's this here? A damaged Imperial econ ship. Interesting. Alright, so now we've spent a little bit of K. Let's take a look at what sorts of things we're doing. Battle at Kanos. Happy to fight you, sir. Yeah, I guess I do want those popping up. But I don't want these popping up every time. And then for you. Haha, we are decisively victorious. Very happy to raise your system. One, two, three, and we choose number 3. All right. Yeah, we don't need that to come up every time either. And then Graphias. is that system. So I think that makes our Imperial friends a little bit out of gas, doesn't it? At least the first Imperial friend. Alright, some random thing came to an end. Oh, he proposed a truce. That's timely. No, that is not nearly good enough. If you were offering me 300 titanium, I would consider it. But not for a handful of Hyperium. And also, what's my titanium? I'm getting 15 a turn. Not a huge amount, I have to say. Oh wow, this is a strong fleet. Okay, a lot of beams. Well, let's fight it then. Oh, they just decided to run. Interesting. Not what I expected, I have to say. 6,000, 6,000, okay. Fight these injured ships. Oh, see that? We got wrecked somehow. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting indeed. Huh. I wonder what was up with that. Alright, well. That seemed to work somewhat better. We'll even take a little exploration on that cold planet. Yes, buddy. Well, now we get to build a new behemoth, for what it's worth. That means I know exactly what blueprints I'm making, or what place I'm looking at next. 1 and 2. After I get to the top of those 2 places. Great. Okay, these storks are still filling up. I think that that's a pretty good prosecution of this war here. I'm gonna jump over to this area. And leave. So the storks can come up. Oh, nice. They can actually go all the way there. Alright, so that means that I can take this little fleet, drop behind a couple of sentinels as per usual. Oh, they just got there. Got it. These guys, they have 7 moves? Alright. We'll send these guys all the way to the pirate home. Ooh, that's a big group. All right, let's see how we do. We lost a bunch of storks. Now, these pirates can get strong towards the end game. They can get very strong indeed. maybe 3 cents behind here, and send the remaining 6 up this way. They can also probably give a nice little attack to this Imperial Doodad. Very nice. And then we can oh, it doesn't pop up. Alright, I do want it to pop up when I actually click it. Silly thing. It's going to take us 2 turns to rid this wretched hive of scum and villainy. Okay, and we'll throw these kites here as well. I wish there was a way of reinstating assimilated races as your friends, because then I could just sort of upgrade my hulls, my behemoth hulls. Or other ships to, you know, just repair them as my friends. But that doesn't seem to be a simple mechanism. Alright. So, more stuff up here. We've now got all these storks. I'm going to form a 1-fleet sentinel. Send you presumably to your doom. Oh no. How about that? So then you can hang out there. You guys can hang here. And I guess we have 2 more options, huh? I think we just shoot ourselves into the dark. See where we end up. Well, we picked unambiguously wrong there, huh? Ha! So unambiguously wrong. Okay, well, I think we're just going to come back home. And then wait until next turn. Meanwhile, we've got this kitey storky fleet that can make its way in. Take Tor there. And then these guys, big group of sentinels. Yeah, I think we're just going to come Bamba into his home world, and then also send some guys this way. Ooh, it looks like this might be it for the Unfallen. If they're this weak, I would really appreciate it. Okay. So you've got some more curiosities there. Congratulations. A little bit of science production. We will take it. Alright, and then we're going to drop thousands of dupers onto you. At least we can go through them fairly fast, since they have such a large amount of fleet deployment capabilities. You know what? We never protected that fleet. probably just shore that up a little bit. There we are. Okay. It's not all perfect, but it's not too bad. Go through our idle fleets here. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, do you have yeah. You have some probes, my friend. Or hipir. So be it. Okay. Yep, you can definitely blockade that guy. One, and oh, thank you. It's a fairly strong shadow.
No, we aren't to be trusted.
I shall not trust you.
No, we.
Alright, and then we got these storks, which we're going to bring over here. And then that's the last one. Alright. So I think we're going to call that good. We will refuse your treaty. Okay. Now we'll try to, I think do one more turn and see where we get from here. So, we finished dimensional folding, which means we can build our F Reality Institute. We'll go with React. We like our scientist political ideology. Before we do our various battles.
Sneaky chops. Maybe we can learn.
Yeah. Everyone wants to stop having wars with me. Why? Alright. So it looks like the flagship made its way over here. And so these guys, 5,000. Yeah, those shuttles and sentinels are a little bit better than the storks, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, there's a battle going on there. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and take that battle, and we're going to retreat because we will make up the K essentially immediately. Okay, and then we'll take 4 of these storks, pop them out. Why can't we merge them? Oh, because it only selected 1 stork. Okay. We wanted 3 storks. 3 storks out, and now you should be like 6,000 versus 4,000. And it's still going to be close, but we're definitely taking the battle. Kites. Let's get a little bit smarter on how we do this deployment. Because, yeah, these kites should be central. This guy is like all missiles, so having him on the side is good. Missiles and beams. Okay. So that I feel fairly comfortable with. And we smash it. Alright, we've broken their fleet and ruined their credibility in the eyes of their supporters. But they are Hissho. Even though they've been defeated, they will not give up or surrender. So we get the Behemoth Overdrive. And now, I must have battle, or old age will take my head. Too soon winter comes. The Blazehawk wrote these words years ago, and only now do I understand them. I feel that our victory is close, and that soon all Hissho will see the past as bedrock on which we build the future, not a ball and chain that holds us back. But what will happen if I am victorious? What further battles will I seek? What does the sword do when the arm becomes too frail to wield it? How can I serve my emperor and the sun god then? When my quest began, these are certainly not the questions I thought I might be asking. But I will put off these weak, self-indulgent thoughts. Focus. Fight. It is our greatest hour, and our fleets are preparing to ride out and conquer with weapons and a will that might even have brought tears to the eyes of Akama Daitan. My blade fills with stories, and I would like to see even more. For defense or offense, for control or for sacrifice to Tatanazi, we must have fleets worthy of a great empire and great adversaries. Alright, so I'm supposed to have one obliterator, and I get Seikagoja targeting systems, which will give me 30% damage on every fleet. That's very good. That's very good. Okay. Well, luckily we just had one behemoth destroyed, right? So we can make ourselves a brand new military behemoth over the next couple turns. And we've got a boatload of ships sitting in the oven there. Alright, so these guys can now pop out. I swear. That never seems to work properly. Okay, these guys popped out. These storks and whatever can all come back in. And we're gonna go home. You guys can go there. Is this a peregrine sitting around? It is. Drift buds. What are those things too? It's there. It's the food one. Is that right? So let's see, what are the good ones here? We don't have any of the good ones. Oh wait, no, this one is good. These benthic gems, holy crap. Plus 15% per system level, plus 60% FIDS. Oh yes. And then this one will give plus 3 per person, which is way better than Transvine. Okay, and then these things are over here, star system trade value. Not so interesting. Yeah, we've got our level 4 definitely mapped out, huh? Alright, you're level 9 now. Moving up in the world pretty quickly. That's all you. And you, my friend, are level 4, which means you're starting to get more movement speed on your fleet. Level 3, so a little bit more move speed on your fleet as well. Grand chums, grand. Okay, so now let's do our little check-in of stuff. Our economic behemoth. Do we even care about going back to Staterus? we just kind of like charge ahead here. I think there's just so much to be done. I would almost be in favor of just charging forward. We've got a long way to go. And do I want to send it this way or this way? Because we have a whole new constellation to be bouncing down. I think we're going to send them this way, actually. So it's 7 turns to there, 5 turns to here. So I'm gonna go 5 turns, because then we can lay down 5 more probes in that direction. And we can use the fast movement buff on that guy in a moment as well. Alright, so now let's prosecute the war. Yes, continue the blitz. Good work. Over here, take them out. How decisively victorious of you. No. Refused all treaties. Alright, so we have Promoter of Science. Be the first to unlock 15 science and technology things, which, minus 50% terraformation cost. Well, I'm sorry that that's just not of particular appeal to me right now, let's say. What is of particular appeal is more of those benthic gems that I found, which we can actually start gathering next turn if I move forward to right here. And how many of these places have them? Just one of those planets, and there's one more up here. Okay. My junior partner can fight these needles, these unfallen troops. Sure thing. Okay. We have 71 ships here now. Alright, so let's grab, I guess, 3 more sentinels. Merge them in with our Sophon buddy. I guess those are low move speed sentinels. Whatever. I think 7 is going to get us to the center of this circle. And I was correct. It would be worth taking, now that our fleets are so far advanced, it would be worth taking a look at our cards, just to see if there are any cards that would be worth moving into. Yeah, like now that we're not as worried about Turtle, for example, might as well do the plus 20% command points. Okay. And then, yeah, we can bring our storks to play here. Send a single sentinel out that way. Got. Oh yeah. Plenty of kites and storks to go around. Oh, that smasher. no, I didn't organize this right. Okay, luckily he ran away. Didn't realize that it was organized very stupidly. Wow, we can deploy 5,000 troops. Yeah, that's just smashing. Okay. And now do we wait or do we charge ahead? I'm going to elect to wait, actually. Oh, we lost a hero somewhere. That one, I guess. There we go. Alright. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything left to do here. We're just gonna sit tight. Okay.
I know, staff is not great.
Alright, and then I just have one more thing to do on this turn, which is partitioning out our new fleets. So we've got a hero here already. And we've got this giant pile of storks and peregrines. So this is a weird part of the game where I actually just don't feel like doing a ton of this turn. So I'm just gonna like kind of move these peregrines over here where I can catch up with them later. Because I wanna wrap things up for now. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this and then kind of start the peregrine moving along to there. And then on this side we have our storks and kites, so actually that works fine. Pull these guys out and that's one more army. Yeah, and I like that army a little bit better for a hero. Oh, oops. They lost their hero again. No, they unlost their hero. Good. So I'm actually going to apply in a new apply in you, Kogewa Breakblade, who was not assigned to anything before. And unfortunately, he's a little bit on the slow side because he can only put in 2 ram scoops. But that's not the end of the world, to be honest. This fleet's still faster overall with him in it because of the Hissho ability. And yeah, I think we're gonna jam out in this direction. So jam away, Mr. Brightblade. And then these guys are recovering for a turn. Perfect. And we've got our stack of stuff that we want to be building. Also fantastic. Alright, so we're going to call this the end of the turn for now. We've got a bunch of idle fleets to worry about, but we'll handle that next time. Thanks for watching.